In this lesson, let's learn to connect minor pentatonic scales to major keys. The way we're going to do this is take the 5 patterns of the pentatonic scale that you already know and adapt them to major key chord progressions. We all learn this shape first as guitar players. The notes here are A, C, D, E, G, and A. This comes from a natural minor scale, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Now, if we look at this from a major key standpoint, we would have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's A minor's relative major key. If we make that pentatonic, we end up with C, D, E, G, A, and C. It's all the same notes. So now if we use that in a major key chord progression, so for example, this progression here, which is a C chord going to an F chord, you can hear this all works. Now, what will really help you in this setting is focusing on the notes that really move around the C chord. So we want C, E, and G, essentially. And knowing where each one of those are in each position will really help you. So in this position here, there's C. Another one. So even just focusing on those notes. Big stretch down there. Now in the 5th position, got to see here, see here, see here. Or even if you focus on the E note. Right here, another E here, here's C, another C there, in this position, here's C, and you can use the blue note, which in A minor is E flat, but it's the same passing tone in major. It just functions differently because it's a different relationship to the chords. Now here's the other thing. We want to be able to adapt this to any key. So the next step would be, say, if we take this to the key of G major. Do the same idea. So G major is relative to E minor. So E minor pentatonic scales. Here's all E minor pentatonic. But now I want to focus on G, B, and D. That's what I'm looking for here. So flat 5 here is B flat, or the blue note, if you will. So down here, here's G, here's G, here's G, there's B, the 3rd. Same pattern. See how I'm ending the phrases around G, B, and D. So the root pattern or the home pattern that we're used to in the key of E minor, of course, is here on the 12th fret. Even regular blues licks work really great in this setting. Sequences. really like those note groupings. Now, same idea, let's move it to the key of D. So this here, we're in the key of D major. So the relative minor is B minor that we have here. So B minor pentatonic would be B, D, E, F sharp, A, and B, which is a B minor scale just without the C sharp B minor scale without the C sharp and without the G. So now, looking at that from the standpoint of D major, it's still the same pattern. So here's B minor here, B minor, the root pattern from the third of B minor, and then here's what I call pattern 4. So now if I focus on D, F sharp, and A, it's going to really start to feel like D major pentatonic, even if I play the sort of root pattern of B minor pentatonic. There's almost a really fun discovery as you go through these different keys of how the patterns fall and the way that they fall in different positions that give you different ideas to come up with for licks and phrases. So now, the important takeaway to all of this is that, number one, you start to get a general understanding of what the notes are between a minor scale and a major scale, as well as what the notes are between a minor pentatonic scale and a major pentatonic scale. And then learn how those two sort of keys can work together. This simplifies everything, because rather than having to completely learn all 12 keys of minor and all 12 keys of major, now what we're doing is just kind of combining things. Like we're always looking at A minor being the same notes as the key of C major, and E minor being the same notes as the key of G major, and so on and so forth. You get the idea there. Now, the final step to all of this, and maybe I need to do another video for this kind of thing, would be practicing this changing through different keys. So this track goes 4 bars of C, 4 bars of D, 4 bars of E, so on and so forth. And what you probably want to start with here is simply practicing the patterns that are the most comfortable to you. So that's C major, which is also A minor, D major, which is also B minor. Now, we want to do here E major, which is also C sharp minor. Then it's going to go to F major, okay, so now we're going to G major here, and then A major, which is F sharp minor, and then B major, right? Going to G sharp minor. Then it goes back to C major. So you're getting the idea there. You want to get comfortable with where each one of these patterns fall in each one of these keys and how they relate to how we look at the minor pentatonic scale shapes. This is going to help you to learn more music theory and apply it to your neck and just overall help your playing. I have a whole bunch of exercises on my site that cover this, that you can practice a whole bunch of different pentatonic exercises at 15 tempos, as well as a lot of other stuff. I'll put all the links to these backing tracks in the description below. Check this out, and I hope to see you next time.